we're live. Hello, and welcome to our YouTube anniversary live stream.
Now it is. Oh,
Yeah, you should probably turn that off.
I forgot to mute myself.
All right, I think we're gonna give it some time for a couple of people to join, and then we'll get this party started. Get the party started. I probably shouldn't sing the songs. Oh, we have 3 people.
What?
Who's
Where?
on here?
Let me see. No one.
Hello, hello, hello. Oops.
Hello, everyone.
No, I just see us.
How do you know there's 3 people?
It said there was 3 people. Now it says there's 2 people.
Yeah, it was just me and you.
It's a party. It's a party. Now it just says there's 1 person.
Oh, Eddie Nunes. Hey.
How come I'm not seeing it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Tia can't see you, but I see you in the chat. Hey.
Hello, welcome to the live stream. How's it going? Yay, you're our first person.
First person of the first stream of 2020. Hello, hello, hello.
So crazy.
Say words. Yeah.
Oh, yours is so much faster.
Of course it
Yay.
is.
What's up, Eddie? What are you up to today on this fine Sunday? Is it cold in New York? I would assume it's similar to here. Usually is.
Yeah.
Stream looks good. Oh, thank you. I guess we've never unveiled this setup. I totally forgot.
Well, this was part of the problem with the stream, or not the problem. That was the point, right?
Yes. We'll be discussing the current setup in a little bit.
Yeah, it's the point.
Watching football, freezing and windy, so same as here.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Same as here.
Oh man, winter weather.
Just a second, guys. I am trying to.
We're working with a whole bunch of new tech today, so we're hoping everything works smoothly. If anything does go wrong, though, just let us know if you can't hear us or can't see us, and then we can fix it.
Why the heck do I not see our stream?
What camera? Oh, so we bought, as part of our setup for streaming, we actually bought a webcam that we can connect directly to our computers, because the camera that we use to vlog does not. We've learned we cannot connect it.
Yeah, I guess this will be kind of going into the point of the stream, which is our year review of mistakes we made, things we did well, what it was like to do YouTube for 1 year. Because today
is our YouTube anniversary.
Was when we created our YouTube channel. And okay, I'm gonna look, and I'm not gonna guess, but I believe we uploaded our first video in like, I don't know, like a week maybe. So it's pretty much full circle.
I thought we uploaded on the day we created. Oh my gosh, we don't even remember.
Well, of course we don't. We so much has happened. Can't it, how would you?
A whole year.
Yeah, how would you even know? Sort by. Okay, here, date added, oldest. The day we added our first video, which is to Beijing, was 11 months ago. Thank you, YouTube. Very not helpful.
January 7th, 2 days.
In 2 days, we uploaded our first YouTube video. 363 days ago.
Yeah.
Damn,
crazy.
We should have done this in 2 days. Oh well, whatever. It's the creation of the account that counts, right? So anyways, back onto the point.
Yeah, you totally strayed there.
We discovered that when we bought our camera, we really wanted this flippy motion. Why do we not have our camera here? Okay. So we're still learning.
We bought the Canon G7X Mark II because it had the screen that flips forward so that we can see what we're vlogging, which was perfect when we bought it. And there were so many things that we looked into, and it met all of those needs. But some of the things we didn't think about were down the line when we started to live stream, or if we wanted to do long capture shots for a long period of time. We didn't look into these specs when we initially bought that camera.
Yeah, so I guess if you are looking to do basically everything, honestly, at this point, I would actually kind of say maybe we should have gone and spent another $400 and bought the Sony.
I don't know if the Sony does it either.
No, I think the Sony does. So we were looking at the Sony something or another. helpful, right?
This is so helpful.
But so the Sony, it doesn't have a flippity flip screen, which was the downside, but it had better specs, takes better pictures, it does 4K video, all that jazz. And what it does do is you can buy this little battery pack thingy that's actually connected to a cable. You can plug that in, and it doesn't have this mandatory shut off time BS.
Yes, that Canon has.
Yeah, which is its biggest downfall.
We also can't plug a microphone into the Canon.
Well, that
We
is
learned
the
that.
same thing for the
That's
Sony,
funny.
so that it's not a drawback on that part.
So coming full circle, we bought a webcam. This is the first time we're using it for the stream. It's 1080p, so it's still the same quality as the videos we shoot on our Canon. But we have it permanently set up in our new YouTube studio. And it's a USB connection. It's really easy. You just plug it into the computer, and that's what we're using to stream right now.
That's right.
Now, Eddie, you use a DSLR, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think we're disturbing him because he's watching YouTube, but looking for you
No,
know
he
what?
said he's watching football.
Yeah. Oh no,
It is
he is
Sunday.
watching. He is watching. He is watching. He is watching. He is watching our stream. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
mine is
know.
so delayed.
He uses the DSLR, and it looks like you're using the same Rode microphone as we are.
Nice.
Very nice. We did upgrade to the Rode, whatever it is. It's the same one you have.
We like know nothing about the gear we use apparently.
Okay, I'm sorry, but we over the year, one of the things we learned was that pumping out videos was so hard for us because we don't have a dedicated space. That's where this whole thing comes in. And I personally realized that back in around May, June-ish. And ever since then, we kind of talked about it and we started collecting gear. So a lot of the gear that we do have was actually either won at some sort of auction. I think I got this mic from work. They
Hand me down, yeah.
hand me downs. They were getting rid of it, so in exchange for a donation of whatever amount that you're going to donate, they have these things that you can grab. So I grabbed the mic and I donated like $60 or something. Yeah, so that's kind of how we are getting to that type of stuff. Hey, Nabul.
Hey, Nabul, how's it going? Welcome to our YouTube anniversary stream. I'm so excited.
I know, she's too excited. But yeah, so that's kind of how this whole entire setup came about.
Yes. So I guess that's our first tip then, the gear. We said a little bit about the camera. We said how we didn't do we did what we thought was full research at the time, but we didn't think about all these extras. So
Yeah.
for anybody who is watching this who might not yet be a YouTuber or needs tips for being a YouTuber, definitely when you're looking at your gear, specifically your camera, kind of look at it full circle. Like you may not start off wanting to do live streams, but you may get to a point where you do want to do live streams. So it is good to have a camera that has the functionality to do that. And then as Andy mentioned, you don't have to buy everything top of the line and you don't have to buy everything brand new. As long as it works for what you're trying to do, then go for it.
Yeah. To kind of add on to what she said, I do kind of agree and disagree, I guess. But I think we did do our research.
We did.
We did.
We did for what we needed it for.
Yes, but then I'm also a big fan of not buying too much, and I think we did a really good job of that. We never kind of looked at a piece of gear and said, "Why did we buy this?" Even our drone, which we only used like 4 times, I didn't look at it and go, "Oh my god, why did we buy this?" It took her a long time to convince me to buy it, and it was great because we fully thought about it, and she's like, "These are the type of things that we can do with it," and we did. We got limited use out of it, but that's a regulation thing.
I think this year with the destinations we're planning to go to, we'll be able to use it a lot more.
Yeah, Eddie, we have a DJI Spark.
Spark, yeah.
Not the new one.
The mini.
The mini, the really tiny one. We have that.
No, we have the Spark, not the mini.
Sorry, we have the Spark, but not the 2. Sorry, I think this is Spark 2. But yeah.
Even the one that we have, it works really well for what we use it for. We
Mhm.
don't do anything like super crazy. We just want to get those nice aerial shots that are good, like transitions or like just aerial views of where we are. So it's been working really well for us. But like Andy mentioned, our biggest limitation so far has been the destinations that we traveled to this year were highly regulated. So China, we couldn't fly it in China because you needed a license and you had to be a local in order to get a license. And, you know, China's a little more strict with their rules. We weren't about to put an unregistered drone up in the air. And then Mexico, which we recently just came back from, they implemented new rules, I think back in September, where December, where you also have to be a local in order to get a license. So
Okay.
we couldn't fly it there.
I'm gonna have to correct her again. That's not exactly right. We couldn't get it in China because we didn't have a local phone number. They couldn't text us there.
Yeah, so you have to be a local. It's the same thing.
Anyways, Eddie flew his Mav Pro that at that resort you guys went to in Mexico, and they called the police on you. Oh my god!
Oh my god, we were almost going to fly it.
Yeah, she was like, "Okay, we should just do it. Like up and down the beach, it's not too bad."
I
right?
said really early in the morning when nobody's awake, let's do it. And then he's like,
Oh
no. So we asked the front desk, we're like, can we fly our drone? And they're like, oh, you have to go talk to these other people. So they have a company that comes on site who does like photography and stuff like videography if you want like special events or something filmed. And they're like, you have to go talk to them and they'll charge you a certain amount of money. And we are like, okay, never mind. So what happened? They called the police. Oh my gosh.
Did they just ask you to put it away and not see it again?
Yeah, hopefully you didn't get like a ticket or anything.
Hey, Arizona Timeless Tourist. Hello.
Hello, welcome to the chat. How's it going? Oh, from sunny Arizona. So lucky.
I know. I feel I almost
we're coming to you from cold, wet, and dreary Ontario.
This year's not as cold though.
It's not. It's been actually really weird. We like barely had any snow for Christmas. We can still see our grass right now, which is completely absurd. We'd normally be in like 30 to 50 centimeters of snow by now, like digging ourselves out.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining though. That is not a complaint. Knock on wood. I argued with them. At that time, it was fine to fly in Mexico. I was there August 2018. Gotcha. So you're lucky. That's good.
Yeah.
So they basically just didn't want you flying it on the resort then. It wasn't like a whole overall law of not being able to fly.
Yeah, no, you're right, Eddie. It is public space.
Oh, public space.
So kind of flipping that around, for us, it was because it's a public space, so I was a little hesitant because I knew that was Mexican law. I did read some stuff on TripAdvisor and other areas of the interwebs that if we flew it like basically where the boardwalk is and if we get the resort permission, then it might have been okay since it's considered private property, and as long as they're okay with it. I don't know though. It's
we didn't want to risk it, especially with how strict things are anyway.
Yeah, and we went to an all-inclusive. It's not like we can just leave.
Yeah, we couldn't just leave. It'd be like, okay, get out. And we were there for a family trip too. It wasn't even just like a Tia and Andy trip, so we couldn't risk that.
Mm-hmm.
It says there's 6 people in the room. Who else is in the room with us?
I can tell you. Me twice. You, Eddie, Arizona Timeless Tourist, and Nicole.
Why does it count me? Mine never works.
You are kind of.
Do you guys ever have these issues with live streaming where it doesn't tell you the actual participant list? I feel like that always happens to me.
Yeah. I don't know. We were gonna try to do it with OBS today, but it was so laggy. We were on like a 20-second delay.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. I don't know how to fix it. Does anyone know how to fix the delay? I read on the interwebs that it's just the way it is.
1 year in and we're still trying to figure things out.
Yeah, well, I think so.
I guess that could be tip number 2.
Yes.
Never stop learning, never stop experimenting. Don't think just because you know how to do something, it's the best and only way to do it. Keep on learning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a life lesson too.
Yeah, you're getting too zen.
I know, sorry.
Arizona Timeless Tour says that he regrets the drone because of the laws. I agree. So, actually, funny enough, I
don't regret it.
I was talking to Tia that we should get another drone, but one that's under 250 grams. So then we just circumvent all of that.
I don't regret buying our drone though, because I feel like for the areas where we're going to be allowed to fly it, it's like the shots are just really, really cool.
Yeah, but like where though? Without Mexico.
We can fly in all of Canada. I'm just throwing it out there.
Great, Canada.
We've actually been waiting for to get a really nice thick snowfall so that we can put the drone up like early in the morning before the snow is all trampled and the cars come out, because it's actually, so despite how much we complain about the cold in the winter, it's actually very, very beautiful when the snow first falls. And we wanted to get that nice drone shot, but we haven't had the chance yet. So I still don't regret the drone. I know you do.
I just said I don't regret the drone. I just said we should get another one.
A different one.
Yeah.
Are the Arizona Timeless Tourist, are the laws really strict out in Arizona for drone flying?
Or just US in general.
Maybe, yeah. All right. What's number 3?
I don't know. We're just gonna kind of like throw them out there, I think. But I think tip number 1, my biggest thing. So we've only really had this this space all set up for like 24 hours, and it's already made a huge difference. I honestly urge everybody who want to do this even semi regularly to just have a space set up that's ready to go. Otherwise, you'll never get around
So that's
to it.
tip number 3. Tip number 3, set up a YouTube space. It doesn't have to be a full room or a full studio, just a dedicated space for filming. I agree. When we first started, we literally, whenever we had to do any filming inside the house, so when we do like our tips and tricks videos, or when we do travel news, or even when we do lives, it was always like, okay, where are we going to film today? Where's the light the best? Like, where are we going to go? So now that we have the YouTube studio, this is going to save us a lot of time and kind of like maneuvering things here and there and back and forth and up and down, because we have a dedicated space where we can actually just pop in here if we want to quickly film a video, or pop in here when we want to do a live. And it's really cute too. We got like, the whole YouTuber vibe going on with our little LED light behind us. We made this Tia and Andy sign. This was an arts and crafts that we did over the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Made our little logo sign up there. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
Does anybody else in the chat have a YouTube studio in their home or a specific spot that you film from?
Okay, hang on. Let's answer the question. So Eddie asks, is the bus from the airport to the hotel included or separate? It was
It's included.
included.
Yeah.
We booked with Air Canada, which you know what, like usually people say don't bash companies, but honestly, I am not a fan of Air Canada. I will fly any other airline.
Air Canada is fine domestic.
Yeah.
Domestic is okay. But yeah, we booked Air Canada vacations, and I mean I think every all-inclusive we've been to has included the bus though. Sunwing, Air Canada vacations. The bus has always been included for us. Was it not included when you went? Arizona Timeless Tourist. Very strict. Just regular laws are strict. In all places I hike, in state parks, national parks, most public parks have signs. It's not good. See, that sucks. And I feel like too, like the crackdown came, I shouldn't say suddenly, it wasn't like really suddenly, but it did come quite quickly. It was like, ooh, look at these new like toys. We have drones, very cool. Everybody's hopping on it. And then all of a sudden it's like, bam, restriction, restriction, restriction.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there were also people like flying it over other people's houses and
in airplane zones.
Yeah. Like what happened recently? We were talking to some people in Mexico, and then they said that some stuff were closed down because tourists kept like carving names into things. It was just, yeah, one person ruins it for the rest. The same with the drone. Sucks.
That was Chichen Itza you were talking about.
Chichen Itza.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a little side story. So before they closed Chichen Itza, before it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you could actually still climb up it and go in the pyramid. And a tourist went in there, and in one of the most prized statues that they found inside the pyramid, he went and carved his name and sat on it.
Yeah, Matt.
Who does that?
Matt does that. That's what Matt did.
You'll see all about it in our Chichen Itza vlog.
Plug. Eddie, interesting. None of my all-inclusive trips have included transportation.
Really?
Which
I wonder if it's from the States.
Have you booked with? I don't know. Sunwing has the
Flights from the
US.
States.
Yeah. And a lot of times, well, sometimes actually not a lot, but sometimes they would fly you into like Florida or something before going to the Caribbeans. So I'm sure, like, what?
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Arizona.
Arizona. Oh, it's Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hey Mel, what's up? Welcome to our YouTube
studio.
anniversary.
Oh, sorry.
He ruined it. He ruined it again.
YouTube anniversary.
YouTube anniversary. And our YouTube studio.
Yeah. Arizona timeless tourist. I live around 6 miles of a small airport. A lot of small airports in Arizona. You can call the tower, which I can't believe have us do, and get permission for about 30 to 40 minutes. to fly.
What?
Okay, you know what?
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but
That's kind of cool though. You can actually contact the tower.
yeah, but
We
at
can't
least
do that
that's that's an option, right? Like in Mexico, just no.
Here you can't do that either.
In here,
you
gotta
definitely cannot
you gotta
contact
go
the
online,
tower.
pay $20 to take this test, and it's basically a small plane test.
Hold up. You pay $20 to take the test. You also pay to register the drone and to get the license.
Oh yes, yes.
And
true,
yes,
it's
it is
also
like
that.
they call it like a pilot's test. So I kept
It's
joking
a
around.
unmanned aircraft UA something.
We kept joking around because I'm the one who got the license. I kept telling people that I'm a licensed pilot now because I can pilot the drone.
Unmanned aircrafts.
Oh man. Mel, what's up with you? How's it going? Always book with JetBlue Vacations, and they don't include a bus. So how does that work? Like do they still have a designated bus that takes you to your resort and you just have to pay for it? Or do you have to find like a public bus?
Or take a taxi.
Oh yeah, or take a taxi.
I
Yeah,
guess
how does that work?
I guess it also depends. So I have heard of all inclusives where it would be like in Havana or something where it's really close, so they would just tell you to take the bus.
I've never heard that for all inclusives from Canada.
Anyway.
Interesting.
Mal, good. Can't complain. Have 2 trips booked for this year so far.
Ooh,
Wow.
where are you going?
What are they?
Is one of them Canada? Are you coming to visit us? Canada tour.
And you've never been into an all-inclusive?
Ooh,
You should go.
They're nice every now and then. I don't think we could do it every year.
No.
We would get bored.
I get super bored. We were there for really 5.5 days.
No.
Well, actually, on the resort, I kept 5.5 days.
Because we went.
Yeah. And I was bored. So.
We're more adventure type people, though.
Yes.
I will say it's nice when you want to just go and like completely zen out and relax and not do anything. They're good for that. That's why I don't mind it every few years, but definitely not every year.
She's going to North Carolina and the Bahamas.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
Bahamas.
And she actually looked into coming to Canada, more specifically Toronto and Montreal. So why didn't you do that?
You should have came. We would go all around Toronto and Montreal with you.
You can come film in our
new YouTube space.
Studio. Yeah, we
could do a meetup.
We can do a sign here. Be like,
welcome,
special guest.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, Mel. Subscribe.
Subscribe now.
Right.
Okay, your next trip that you
yes,
book, you come here.
Sorry, that's what I. That's
my
what
snap
think.
sucks. You have to do yours. There you go.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
Arizona timeless tourists. They could stop all of this by having limits on how high a drone can fly and how far out it can go. We were a drone over 2 miles out, and I never would need to do that.
So yeah, we can't do that either.
Canada laws, it has to be within your range of sight. Like you have to always have a line of sight on it.
Yeah,
that is the law.
Anything beyond that, if you have one of those racing drones where it's from a camera, then you need an actual pilot's license.
It's not. It's still a drone license. It's just a advanced, and you have to go and you actually have to do a course before you can take the exam. So Canada is pretty strict about that.
Mel, I think yeah, for most drones, but there are ones where they're giant and then they can go pretty high up, I think.
I know with the DJI drones, when we use our Spark, it gives us warnings. Like if we're going too high up or if we're flying into some sort of restricted zone, it gives you a warning that says, you're flying into a restricted zone or you're going way too high up. But I don't think it actually stops you until you get out of range. And then if you're out of range, then you're kind of screwed. I think it'll just follow the sky. No?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's what the home setting is for. It flies back towards you.
No,
But-
but I'm saying if you fly it out of range of the controller.
Yeah, but it brings it back. I don't know. Like honestly, we have never gotten the home function to work either.
Yeah, so DJI specifically, because they have an app, they've mapped out all of the, so there's different types of restricted sections. So like near us, we have a very small airport that's kind of close. So we're still allowed to fly drones in our area, but we have to watch how high we're going, because if we go too high, then we could hit like a restricted zone. But then if you're looking at flying in Toronto, because there's two airports downtown Toronto or near downtown Toronto, that whole thing is like a completely red restricted zone. Like you can't even put the drone up in the air. So DJI is pretty good with that. I don't know if other drones have. I'm assuming they have apps that have all of that too.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. I can't believe that our first vlog went up. I'm back in on the
January
7th.
7th,
I'm like
2019.
I'm like watching it, and honestly,
the
it's so
quality's so bad.
it's okay. Honestly, it's kind of garbagey, but it's got this really cool like
retro vibe.
yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
We gotta okay. Looking back, I really feel like we need to start filming like down here again. It's kind of cool, especially when we're walking. We're always up here nowadays, but we should put it back
Because
down.
on our first vlogs, we were
We
using
used
a
a
selfie
GoPro.
stick. No, we were
Oh!
using a selfie
Yeah,
stick.
with a GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a GoPro. Yeah,
We weren't using the tripod.
it's really interesting.
So
looking
much
back.
has changed.
I know.
So our very first vlogs for Beijing were never meant to be vlogs. Like we didn't even know we were starting a YouTube channel yet. We literally just vlogged it for our own memory.
Have we ever told this story?
I don't know.
Okay, so those vlogs were I started doing them when we went to Beijing because it was Tia's first time to Asia, and
It was supposed to be like a family or like a home video.
I don't know. I just thought that it'd be cool to document, and
Well, I thought it was like a home video.
we never talked about it. It was just something that happened, and yeah, and then she last year in 2018.
It was over the
Yeah,
Christmas break.
I went back to Vancouver, and then I came back to this girl said, "Hey, I want to drop like $1,000 on camera gear."
No, I said, why don't we? I said I want to start a YouTube channel just for fun. That's what I said.
I feel like the just for fun thing is to draw me into this thing.
And
she hadn't
then-
planned.
And then once Andy was on board, then we discussed the $1,000 camera. But look where it got us. A whole year later. And we posted how many? 79 videos in the past year.
Yes, but yeah,
Wow.
like looking at this thing is, I guess for not having anything, the actual film quality isn't bad. It's kind of fun to watch, to be honest. It's good to look back. I can see me watching this, watching all our stuff in like 10 years and going, wow, what a noob.
Or look at that quality.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, how did we ever film on that?
I know.
Mel says, I want the Spark. Which GoPro do you guys have? My vlogs were more montages and gradually turned more into vlog style, but still not sure what I like best for my channel. Spark, I agree. The Spark is good. GoPro, which GoPro do we
we don't
use?
have one.
We don't have an actual GoPro brand. We actually have a knockoff.
Yeah.
And it works perfectly for what we use it for.
Mm-hmm. Mel, if you want, send us an email. I can link you the website to that we got it from. It's
That's why we don't do like, because it's not a legit GoPro, we didn't do all of our regular vlogging with it. That's why we went and bought a camera, but we use it for like anywhere where we're going near waterfalls or underwater. Still works perfectly.
yeah. Well, how much we spend? Like $30.
$30 on it.
Yeah. The quality is amazing for $30.
For $30.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there. We have the $1,000 camera. Well, first of all, it would be $700 for you because you're
American,
in the US.
yes.
And it was also $700 for us
Because it was on sale.
On sale.
It's the Canon G7X Mark II.
What would it be like? $450 we spent on it, I think. But yes, like Tia said, the Canon G7X.
$400? What are you talking
For
about?
her, for US dollars, like $450 US.
I think it'd be a little more than that. I think your math is a bit off.
No, we spent like 700. Yeah, I'll do this.
That was 700 on sale. Now he's
Yeah,
gonna check. He's
exactly.
gonna tell you exactly how much American dollars. Why don't you just search it?
539.
Why don't you just search the price in the States?
Because that wouldn't be on discount.
Shelby, welcome to the chat. Welcome to our
New YouTube studio.
You're doing
I'm
it
just
on
doing
purpose
it. Yeah,
now.
I'm just doing this on purpose.
He
now.
means welcome to our YouTube anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes, queen. No, I can't.
Yes, queen.
Oh, I love all of your videos. Thank you. We love yours too, Mel.
You have to.
Sorry, my chat is behind. Yes, you need to have a line of sight on your drones. So awake and the drone go 2 miles out and 500 feet up. So it's pretty similar to here. Have to always have
Line of sight. Yeah. Mel, we uploaded our first video.
January 7th,
Yes.
2019.
January 7th, 2019.
January 5th was the day that we launched the channel, though. So this is why this is our official YouTube anniversary. But our first video would have gone up on Tuesday a year ago.
Yeah. Shelby says your setup looks so good. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I guess we should talk a little bit more about it.
So for those of you who weren't on here, we back in like May or June, we started having a lot of problems filming. Lighting is bad. We were dependent on like windows and from sunlight and our normal light. So we started. We came quickly to the conclusion that we needed dedicated filming space. So this kind of project, I guess, has been in the works for like 6 months. All the stuff that you see are just our regular everyday stuff or DIYs. We only really bought this guy. You can see it, yeah, this guy, yesterday, and everything else was DIY or gotten from the thrift store or
On
hand-me-downs, on sale. But yeah, so we wanted a dedicated space where we can kind of just come in and do our thing without having to, where's the mic? Where's the tripod? Where's the camera? Where is this? Where is that? How is the lighting? By the time we got to filming, it was like an hour and a half in.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a game changer for 2020. I mean, we can show you. Why don't we take a picture and show? I don't know how good it's going to look.
What do you want to show?
The setup on this side.
Oh, I could just flip the camera around.
That's okay.
All right, we'll tweet it out. Yeah, you gonna tweet out, babe?
Yeah. Well, I can also just try this. Let's see if this works.
You do.
It's gonna look so bad.
Oh my god, just tweet it out.
This is what we see, like what we're facing right now. Oh, it's not that bad. So we've got 2 lights, we've got a microphone, and we have a little webcam. That's going to be permanently set up in here, so we're always good to go when we need to live stream. And that way, as Andy said, we don't have to move anything around. We just kind of hop in and go. I love the light up sign. Thank you. So do I. We found it on sale. It was like really, really, really cheap. I mean, it's also cheaply made. You can't tell though. You can't tell in the video.
It's super cheaply made.
We had to glue it back.
Yeah, so this is held on by some glue and tape. One of the sets that we got 3 sets. 2 were meant to be gifts. One of them is missing all the letters, all of it.
Which we didn't know.
Yeah, which we didn't know, so that one has to go back. But this one came together pretty decently. I don't know, I like it. It's not very bright though, and it needs to be like all the way out.
I think in the video it looks pretty good though.
Yeah, not bad.
Contrasty.
Yeah, maybe we can get like thicker ones with thicker letters. Letters with thicker lines. That's what I meant.
Sure. Mel says, does it get hot with the lights? So
a little bit, I guess.
Normally, I would like when we used to do lives downstairs, I'd say it gets pretty hot, but I'm not finding it hot in here today.
Well, we only been here for 33 minutes, so
I think too, though, the lights are a lot further away than we would have usually set them when we used to stream in our like downstairs on our main floor.
So back to that picture that Tia sent out. These lights would usually be right around like where the camera is, so like maybe like 2 feet away from us.
They're not too bad. If you're looking for lighting too, these were a really great price. We didn't buy anything super crazy expensive. We just went on Amazon and found like one of those bestseller or like highly recommended like cheaper versions, and they've worked really, really great for us.
We really abused Amazon. I think these lights were fine, but some of the stuff we literally ordered like 3 sets of the same thing, tried all of them and returned all 3 and ordered 3 more. So we really tried many sets.
We test things out a lot.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring us to tip number 4. So we are going, for those of you who joined a little later, we are going through some of the tips and tricks and hacks that we learned over the past year. Our first one really quickly was don't think short term, think long term. So when we bought our camera, we didn't think about the fact that we might want to live stream with it. And it's missing some features that we would need to do live streams, which is why we came and bought a webcam. Tip number 2 was what? Oh, keep trying, testing things out, trying things out.
So you already
That was my
covered
tip.
that
I
one.
already covered that one. Darn it.
So
I should
yeah,
have wrote these down.
Yeah, that's right. We should have written down. Tip 4 is be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yeah, but what was tip 3?
How do we not remember? We just talked about it.
I don't know. Oh, tip 3 was the dedicated space, right?
Yes, dedicated space and thrifting.
Yeah, and thrifting.
So you don't need to buy everything top of the line.
Mm-hmm. Try to do everything yourself too.
Shelby says, Mel, when I film with my lights, I do get a little warm. And Mel says, I have a ring light, but I want some of those lights. The ring light clashes too much with my glasses. Yes, we had that issue too.
Ooh, so I do have a tip for that. If you find that your lights are clashing with your glasses, it means that it's not properly diffused. So you can get a sheet that's just a piece of fabric, or you can go on Amazon and find ones that are mounted on some sort of mount and put it in front of your light. Then you will kind of spread it out and you'd be less harsh and
It still might clash though.
Yeah, well, again, try it out.
It is a good tip.
Try it out.
Arizona Timeless Tourist. My advice to new YouTubers would be to set small goals, 5,000 views and then 10,000 views and so on. And don't worry about how many subscribers you have. That is a really, really good piece of advice. We agree.
Yeah. We used to get all down because we're like, oh my God, there's a lot of people who started the same time as us. Especially because we use Social Blade, or used to. We don't really look at it anymore. Yeah. We used to look at it and it was literally like, oh my God, these people got 3 more than us today.
Well, and I think too, a lot of people focus a lot on subscriber count when really you should be focusing on views and hours. And so when we shifted our mindset to that, it kind of like that stress of like, oh, my subscribers are so low, that kind of, went away. And we found that, we started to enjoy it more again. So
Mel, are you talking about this one? We don't use that one for anything because it doesn't record. It's really, really old, and I got it off of my aunt who had it for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's a DSLR.
Yeah,
but we can't hook anything up to it.
Yeah, it's literally just pictures, which is not what we do. So this one we use it for nothing. This we use it for nothing for YouTube.
Do? Oh, not for YouTube. Okay.
Let me finish. For YouTube, it's just a Polaroid. We take pictures and we have a wall of Polaroids for big and small events. Or
we take like specific events though, like first jobs, or when we each bought our own, like when I bought my condo and Andy bought the house, like big milestones like that, we do like these cute little Polaroids.
Yeah. And these are books.
Some of our travel books.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you
exactly guys focus exactly focus on yourself than others so you can improve yourself. Yes, learn from others, but don't expect the same outcome, and just enjoy what you do, which is a mantra that I have yet to master.
Oh, that's a really good tip, Shelby. The paper that can go in the oven for baking. So wax paper, not wax paper. What is it? Parchment paper.
Oh.
You can use that to put over your ring light to soften it. Mel says, yeah, same here. When you see all these people starting at the same time doing so many different things with their channels, it's sometimes discouraging. But I forget that it's all for fun right now anyway. Exactly. And that's what Andy, when I started to get down about the numbers, that's what he would always remind me of. He's like, you started it for fun. Are you still having fun? Yes. Okay, then focus on that. And so
yeah, and it kind of turned back around too, because I think it's just in our nature to get competitive or to like get into your own head. You're like, I have this great idea. How come no one likes it? Like my stuff. It doesn't always work that way.
It takes
right?
time.
Yeah,
it takes time.
And I don't know, like we had a whole like bicker fest yesterday because of how to set up the camera. And in retrospect, I had a lot of fun setting up the camera, although we had a bicker fest.
It's not bickering; it's bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah, bouncing ideas off of each other in an angry voice.
I think you're referring to yourself.
No.
Oh.
Anyways,
Exploration, welcome to our say
YouTube
it
studio.
YouTube anniversary.
And our new YouTube studio. Why do
Okay,
you not
I'm
like
sorry.
our YouTube studio?
I do.
Every time I say YouTube studio, she gets all mad at me.
You're like yelling at the camera right now.
But it's okay because we have this new mic that will like soften everything.
Does it soften, guys, or is Andy yelling?
Thanks, Explication.
Architect Russell, welcome to the chat. Happy New Year. Oh, we didn't say Happy New Year too. Good point. Happy New Year,
Ooh,
everyone.
Happy New Year. Yes, we forgot about that.
It is 2020, a whole new year.
Right. Yeah. Explication. Thank you for for complimenting our space. We love it too.
So weird. All right, should we talk about tip number 5?
Yes.
Products.
Tip number 5 is products. Honestly, it's the only tip we prepared for, and it's something that we kind of wanted to really talk about and get everybody's ideas behind it, because we're having a lot of problems with it too. So we've been trying to launch products, like you guys know.
We did our ebook and our t-shirts.
Ebook and t-shirts. Throughout the t-shirt thing, we also try to do stickers, and we found that everything was just expensive.
Money.
Yeah. So what do?
So we have been looking into ways that we can minimize the cost of what we purchase for our own products and also minimize the cost of the products we want to provide to others. And one of those costs that we found was really unnecessarily expensive was the cost of our stickers. We paid a really good amount for our Tia and Andy stickers that we initially got online. They look something like this. Some of you have some of these or have seen them.
Actually, we should have pointed at this. So it was our logo, and we got it printed. It was pretty expensive. Oh, there it is.
And on top of it, with the shipping too, it was a significant amount of money. So we have actually spent the entire Christmas holidays playing around with making our own stickers, and we are finally at a point where we have a viable, solid sticker product that is high quality, looks really good, and is really fun to make. So we are going to be basically launching a new product on top of our ebook and our t-shirts, which is there's actually 2 parts to this. This is so exciting.
Yes.
So part number 1 is we are making our own sticker packs that we will have for sale. And they're going to include some fun little YouTuber and travel vlogger sayings. And Andy can divulge a little bit more about what those packs will be.
Can I?
Can you? You want me to go?
Sure. I can. So we obviously needed to do our own designs because, what's the fun in copying someone else? And I drew my inspiration from this little lady on my left because she is a walking catchphrase machine. So the first thing that I have 3 right now. Oh, we have 4. We have 4 stickers for her right now. We didn't get a chance to print the very last one, but here's number 1. It's a Tia saying. I am so sick of hearing that.
It keeps zooming in and out.
And here's another one. I am calling this the Tia pack of things that she said. That I keep hearing about. There's also a kind of like
this is our test mat. So we have these right now in a glossy option and a matte option. These are just some of the ones that we tested around with, not necessarily all of the ones that we're selling and not limited to what we'll be selling. But we'll basically be putting these into packs that you can purchase. And I think we're actually going to do a couple of giveaways today where if you win the giveaway, we'll be sending you a couple of the stickers that we already have made. So if you want your name in the giveaway, just let us know and we will put it down on a piece of paper, and we'll probably just do a draw like we did in one of our other live streams a long time ago. I think that was the easiest.
Yep.
So yeah, that's part number one. Now, part number two. How many of you guys actually ordered yourselves like your stickers for your YouTube channel that you use, or have been looking for stickers for your YouTube channel? Is that a dinosaur? That is the Google dinosaur. I don't know if we can sell that one.
Well, we're not gonna sell it. So if you want one, I can
We
print
can
you
print
one.
you one.
Yeah. So I read it. As long as we don't monetize on it, we're okay, and we will not. But we will not be selling that one.
We can sell the ones that we design though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Shelby, I got you. Mel, we got you. You know what? I'm gonna go get a piece of paper.
Okay. I'll explain part two then. You want me to explain part two?
Explain
Okay.
part two.
Okay, so part two of this is because we found the cost of stickers to be so incredibly expensive and unnecessarily expensive, we want to actually provide this as a service for anybody who wants to order your own stickers. We can do anything with logos, any specific images, as long as you provide us with that image file. And then we can quote it out and get stickers printed for you. I can't give you exact pricing on what our costs would be because it's going to be on a case by case basis. But if you are interested, just shoot us a message on any of our social medias and we can put together a quote. So that is tip number 5, products. And this is only one of the products that we have planned for 2020. We're going to have a lot more coming at you through the rest of the year, but we can't divulge those ones quite yet.
Well, except for the other one, which is this thing. We made this thing.
Oh, yeah.
This was the other thing that we were going to say is that if you have a simple enough logo like this, we may also be able to cut it out for you. Again, pricing is it really has to do with like how big it's going to be. I think we can do pretty much anything that is like an A4 piece of paper. Yeah, yeah.
We can do bigger than that if
It's
being
a
cut
long.
out.
If it's long.
As long
ways,
as we don't
yeah.
have to print.
No, no, no. It has.
long ways.
Yeah, it has to be like it can get longer, but it can't get much wider.
Mm.
So yeah, like something like this it's 12 by 12 that we cut out roughly. So we can do that pretty comfortably, and it would be something that we'll gladly do. Mm-hmm.
Products. Yay!
Okay, so let's try this again.
All right, Andy's putting your names in the draw.
So we have Mel.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up on some of these comments while you do that.
Okay. See, we have Mel.
Mel, yes, I ordered some. Mel, did you get your shirts yet? They looked so comfortable.
And
Exploration, is it for the draw?
Yep.
That is cool. Awesome. Did you guys ever figure out how or where to sell your merch or just the t-shirts? So we're in the process of doing that. Right now, we are trying to do as much through just like PayPal orders as possible because that's the route that we found minimizes the costs as much as we can. But we're working on another way that we can sell without having to pay into all of these different services. We're really lucky that Andy is a developer because he is basically trying to build us a website so that we don't have to rely on Squarespace or WordPress or any of these other third-party vendors.
Shelby, did I miss anyone? And I forgot to show I did put exploitation in here. Boom.
Nice.
Cool.
Does anybody else want to be in the draw?
Yeah.
Nabuo.
Just so you guys know, the things that will be included in the draw is we should go vlog that sticker, and I need a vacation sticker, basically the Tia pack, and then we can include the Wonderlust too.
Sure.
And maybe one of our own.
Sure.
I don't know, something like that.
We're really excited about the stickers. We've had so much fun playing around with them and testing papers.
Really? Are you sure you had fun?
I did.
Oh.
I had lots of fun.
It's like a roller coaster ride for me. Sometimes I get so upset because you have no idea how many packs of paper we went through.
The worst was when we were trying the spray gloss.
Oh, it smells so bad too.
So many chemicals. Thank God that is not the final product.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put this guy over here. So
wait, which shirts? I thought you made Here We Go Mel shirts, like a t-shirt and a long sleeve. No? Am I remembering wrong? I thought you did.
No, I think. Wait, no, I don't know actually. Maybe you're remembering wrong.
I might be remembering wrong. I have terrible memory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mel, we were lost when we started the merchandise too, but that is actually the reason why we said, okay, the best way for YouTubers to get their name out there is through stickers, and it shouldn't cost you $1.50, $2 per sticker.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, like in Canada, we ordered 100 stickers with a promo for first time order, and it cost us nearly 150 Canadian dollars. It's ridiculous. With these, like again, we can't really quote out exactly how much it would cost us to print you guys something, but we found it to be incredibly expensive, and we should be able to do what did we say, like at least 80% of the price or something.
We would have to quote it out.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
going to
have,
depend on, like, it still does depend on size and quantity,
yes,
but
yeah,
it's going to be cheaper than what most online stores
yeah,
offer, at least for us.
yeah. At least for the Canadians out there, I can guarantee you. And if you're in kind of our region, then it would
I don't know.
be.
Maybe ordering stickers in the States is cheaper. Is it cheaper for you guys? So I ordered the sweatshirt, and the sweater itself was comfortable, but I didn't like the way the logo came out. It looked cheap and wasn't really all that white. Ooh, send me a picture. I want to
Right.
see.
So the wait, hang on. Which
I'm talking to Mel.
oh, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shelby, we booked through Air Canada Vacations.
We do shop around. We typically don't use a travel agent. We actually used a travel agent for this last vacation because it was actually a full family vacation with my family. So because we were looking for something for so many people, and our family had requirements because they have kids and stuff, we went with a travel agent. But Andy and I typically do not book with a travel agent, even when we do all inclusives. We look on websites like Kayak, or what else do we use? Red Tag.
Oh, Red Tag is a Canadian one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought Kayak was Canadian.
You know, Kayak does American too, but we use these type of like online booking agencies most of the time for all inclusives.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really odd. Air Canada vacations are usually really more expensive than others, but we got a good deal this time. So
You guys
that
are
was
lucky.
good.
You probably would never have to do Air Canada vacation. I would look, Shelby. I would look at Sunwing. We typically do Sunwing.
Yeah, I
Or
said that too.
or Eddie was saying that he uses JetBlue quite frequently, which I don't think we have here from Canada, but
Right.
you guys might have it in the States.
But JetBlue, as a disclaimer, they don't include the transportation. That's
Yes.
what Eddie said.
Yes, that is what Eddie said.
How do you find all inclusives on kayaks? I think she meant Expedia.
No, on Kayak too.
Is there on
I thought
kayak?
it was on Kayak. Or was I thinking something else?
I think you're thinking
No, flight and hotel vacations.
oh, you know what? Fine. She just checked it. It's called flight and hotel vacation. Oh wait, no, that's just flight and hotel, but that does not include food.
Now I'm questioning. We'll tell you in a second.
She's checking. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Kayak that I used.
I love this comment. Hey, I comment on your vlog, but since I have you here, yeah. But yes, maybe we will go reply on the vlog anyways, just so that the information is out there.
Yeah, we probably should. We've been a little bit slow to get the comments out the past couple of days because we've been preparing for our YouTube anniversary, or as Andy would say, our
Studio.
YouTube studio. No,
It's a
you don't even
s-
say it in an exciting voice.
It's a studio launch. You're being a butthole. Oh, we lost a few people. I think. Did we?
Okay, no, Kayak has all inclusives.
Oh, okay,
does.
fine. She found it.
This is Kayak Canada, though.
Oh,
That might
Kayak
be a
Canada.
difference.
Yeah, maybe. I would assume it's the same, but who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
He knows.
Yeah. YouTube Studio launch anniversary. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube studio launch anniversary. Perfect. All
Yes.
together in one. Now we won't like forget
No,
one
this
of them.
is just studio YouTube Studio launch.
Anniversary. So mean.
See?
Andy
She-
kicked the camera, guys.
And this is why we should have mounted the camera on the table. That was what our Bicker Fest was about yesterday. We have this thing where we could put a pole up here and mount the camera to the table, and she was all like, "No, no, no." See, wouldn't have done that.
Or you could just not kick the camera. All those who vote not kick the camera.
No. And you didn't even explain it was going to be like a whole entire studio all in one. Like the mic would be attached on an arm, the camera would be attached on an arm, the light would be attached on another one, where you can just kind of all adjust it.
Andy was getting very fancy. He was going to test some things out.
JCS Vlogs.
Welcome to the YouTube Studio launch anniversary.
Hilarious.
I guess we should probably recap a little bit. So we are doing the stream because today is our YouTube anniversary. It's this day last year we set up our YouTube channel, and 2 days later we posted our first video. So we are celebrating our 1 year on YouTube. And with that, we've been discussing some of the tips and tricks and hacks that we have come across over the past year. And then also some of the stuff that we have planned for 2020.
That's right.
Yes, one of them being the YouTube studio. I think that's probably the biggest one, is the YouTube studio.
No, it's not. I think it's these sticker packs that we're making. So over the we have realized that stickers and merchandise is extremely difficult, and we have been very lost for many moons on how to actually get affordable merchandise out. And we started with stickers because we love stickers. You can put funny sayings. You can mock your significant other. See, this is. I actually superimposed her face on this when I drew the sloth.
He made me stand beside the image that he drew on the computer and do the face.
What? It's a Tia pack. So, anyways, Tia, why don't you do it this time? See if you can do better with introducing this.
Let's do the space first, though.
Okay, let's do the space first.
We just talked about the stickers. For everyone else who's still on the chat, I don't want to
Okay.
hear it twice back to back. Okay, talk about the space.
All right, so the space. Back in June, May-ish, I started having this inkling that it was very difficult for us to get videos out, and we were having a hard time keeping up with our. I think at the time it was even once a week schedule, because we did not have a space that we can work in. We had to rearrange furniture, wait for the sun to come out, literally. So over the last like 6-7 months, we started collecting stuff for this space, which is our dedicated YouTube space that we can kind of slide in, record something, and get right to editing without having to move too much furniture around. So what we have here is 2 lights, a mic, some sort of tripod, a table, and the pieces of decoration that we kind of have collected.
And a webcam.
Oh, sorry, and a webcam. So this is our YouTube space. We do have some thoughts about what to do in the future. Maybe we can have other people here. All that fun stuff. So yeah, things are getting real.
We're basically cutting out all of the setup time when we need to film or go live. We're just going to have everything ready to go in the studio.
Right. And today was the first time using this studio. We have not even recorded anything for future videos in here. This is literally the first time. And we came in, plugged our laptops in, and we were ready to go in about 5 minutes.
Oh, we're using it for the first time on our YouTube anniversary.
Studio launch. Man, we should have gotten a giant ribbon to cut.
Oh, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next time. We'll just pretend.
Yeah, next studio reveal, we will do that. Yeah, so with that being said, the other stuff that we were really confused on is how to have our own merchandise.
Affordably have our own merchandise.
Yeah, so we ordered those stickers, if you will kind of show again. Right there, this guy. 100 of those, 150 Canadian dollars, which was ridiculous. We seriously wanted to just give them out everywhere, so that was a price point that was just unacceptable.
So our first product of 2020 is sticker packs. We actually have a twofold with this one.
Yes.
We'll do a quick breakdown because we just talked about it with everyone else.
So the first thing is we are going to launch our own stickers, which are really nice. They feel like stickers. They are vinyl, they're laminated, so they are weatherproof. They're very nice, good thickness, and we do our own designs. This is the Tia series. There's 4 of them in total. I only have 2 that I can hold up. Here's another one, and this is 3, and number 4 is not on here. We don't have them quite printed. We literally sorted out how to do this last night.
We finalized.
Yeah, it was a very, very long road. I think for like 3 days we ran through 50, 60 sheets of this paper.
Much testing.
Yeah, much testing happened. We almost killed ourselves because we don't have a fume hood and we were like spraying paper. It was bad, but now we got it.
And then our second part of this is if you're looking to get stickers printed for your business or your YouTube channel, we are offering that as a service.
Yes.
It would be on a quote by quote basis depending on size and quantity. But if you're interested, shoot us a message on social media.
That's right.
All right, let's jump back to the chat and let's throw this back at everyone else. We've been talking a lot about the tips and tricks and hacks that we've come across in the past year, but what are your tips and tricks and hacks? We'd love to hear them, especially if they're ones that we missed, so we can have a consolidated list.
Yeah, something like that. Or if you want to talk about merchandising or whatever. And also, last but not least, we keep forgetting this, is that we are giving away some of our a few packs of these stickers
in the draw.
So if you would like to be in the draw along with Mel, Shelby, and Exploration, and
just let us know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let us know in the chat. I will write your name down
in
on a piece of paper so you know that we're not cheating, and then we will put the piece of paper in there, and we will do a draw at the end. All
right, let's catch up on the chat.
Catching up with the chat. CJS Vlogs have been on YouTube since 2017. Haven't done that well, so he needs to get in the zone this year. Congratulations on your growth in 2019. All the best in 2020.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm sure he means that for everyone. Looking to visit Toronto in the spring, so hopefully we can catch up this year. Okay.
We do plan on being here in the spring, except for end of May-ish.
No, wait, it's February. Wait, hang on. What is spring to you? I'm thinking like late February. We're not.
In what world is that spring?
Well, it's supposed to be every 3 months.
We have snow until like April.
Sometimes we have snow in June.
Okay, just let us know around what time, and hopefully we'll be here.
And if you're going to be in the area, come by the studio.
Yes, we can do a collab.
Yeah, we can do a collab.
We can also go around Toronto, though. We like going down.
We have a spot for you, like right here. See, she's making a spot. I'll move over a little bit.
Whoever wants to visit us here, we will gladly host you. And as a side note, we're really good at cooking and baking, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry. Have you tried Fanjoy for selling merch? No, we have not. I don't know what that is. I will write it down.
I'm gonna check that out. Fanjoy. See, and this is why we do lives, because we learn new things.
All right, we're gonna check out Fanjoy. What are tips we have gone through so far? Tips that we have gone through so far. Number 1, kind of know what you want. You want to do for before you buy your equipment. So we made
look more long term.
Yeah, look more long term. We made the mistake of buying the Canon G7X because it was the only one with the flippity-do camera. The screen. But what it doesn't do is stay awake. It has a mandatory 3-minute or 6-minute or some very short amount of time where you will turn off. Here, let's put a piece of paper on it. Where you will turn off, and that really interferes if you want to use it as a webcam. Hence, we had to buy a webcam. So think a little longer term. Don't think just, I need this camera for vlogging and vlogging only.
We also said don't go out and buy everything top of the line. It's not needed. You can be a vlogger on a budget.
Use thrift stores,
hand-me-downs.
Hand-me-downs, marketplace, eBay. Use these type of things to buy secondhand gear. We have a very nice Rode mic that we are using right now, which I got at work for $50. Normally $250. That was by participating through a fundraiser. So I would totally look for things like that. Number 2, try to make your own.
That was number 3.
That was number 3. What was number 2?
No, that was number 2. Number 3 now.
Oh, okay. Number 3 is the DIY portion of it, to try to make your own stuff.
And the studio.
and the studio, which is have dedicated space so that you have easy access and you don't have to set everything up for like an hour and a half before you can actually do stuff. And I'm sure like we threw out a whole bunch of stuff in between, but
We talked, some people gave tips and we agreed on don't focus too much on
Oh,
like the
yeah.
numbers. Make sure that you're having fun. Don't focus on subscriber count. I think being consistent, we learned, was really important. Constantly do your research, constantly learn new things. We also said was a good tip that we found really useful. Just because we found like something that really worked, we still didn't stop at just that. We were always looking at how we could improve it, what could
Mhm.
make things faster, easier, better.
yeah. So to kind of build on that, we actually had another space that's just outside of here. We were using that for a while, and things were working great. If we had stopped, this would never have happened. This was guys. This was a giant project. We had to. So this room used to have a bed and a dresser. We had to
This
move.
was our guest bedroom,
Yeah,
basically.
we had to move all that out. We had to rearrange pretty much the entire first floor because all of a sudden we had different things such as that used to be in this dresser that had to go elsewhere. It was a really, really, really tough road to kind of like really pare down all our stuff. But
It was tough because this is our only spare bedroom, basically, and we had to make the decision of, are we going to keep a spare bedroom that gets used once a year by Andy's brother when he comes to visit, or are we going to get rid of it and make a YouTube studio and basically just deal with guests when they come on a case by case basis?
yeah,
I
pretty
think we
much.
made the right decision, though.
Yeah, I like the space.
I mean, the room was not being used.
Yeah, and now it's going to be used all the time, so the room will love it even more.
Okay, let's catch up on the chat.
Okay,
I feel you, JCS. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I need to get my act together. You guys are doing great, though. Both of you are. I'm planning to come around April. Can I be put in the raffle? I put you in the raffle already. Got that. Mel says, I just learned cheapest days to fly are Tuesdays. I did know that, actually.
Oh.
And that's a very good point.
Tuesday and Wednesdays.
And the best day to buy flights are Saturdays, according to a flight attendant.
Ah,
Interesting.
There you go.
I did not know the Saturday one, but I
That
did
is
know
a
the
good
Tuesday one.
Yes, and use Hopper. Hopper is great.
Hopper's
So
a good
use these apps. We have a whole video on.
Do you
that.
know what I personally learned?
What?
All you guys in the States are going to laugh at this. Flying from Canada
Oh.
into the States is very difficult. I can never find a direct flight whenever I need to go somewhere in the States. Ever. I always have to do a layover somewhere. That is something I've personally learned this year. You guys are lucky. Actually, do you have that too when you fly in between states? Do you have a lot of different layovers, or can you usually find direct flights?
I think you can usually like American and Delta. These type of companies, they do really really well, especially in big hubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got the Sony A6000. Looking to build out this camera. Local test vlog coming soon. Ooh, oh yeah, because you
Very
got that for
nice.
Christmas, right?
Very nice.
I saw some of your photos with it. It looks really, really nice.
Was this the one that we were looking to get?
Nabul, where's your guest room when I'll come?
I said downstairs.
We do still have somewhere, like we have a couch that turns into a futon, and we always say like we could give up our room and go sleep on the futon. Honestly, if you're gonna come visit us in Canada, we will always make space.
I know. At the very least, there will always be a couch.
And we will always make delicious food.
RX 100. I think that was the one that we were
Looking at.
considering. Yes. Hey, it's on sale. We should buy it.
We do not need a new camera.
They
Here
have
we
a
go, Mel.
flippity screen now.
We're not buying a new camera.
Yeah, we're not buying a new camera.
Mel says some flights suck. Can't ever find direct. Oh, so it's not just me.
Ooh, you know what we discovered is really terrible? Flying to Houston.
Yeah, that's where I just said that from.
Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't hear Houston.
I
but-
didn't say Houston.
Oh yeah, Houston.
I am flying to Houston for work, and the flights are going to be so brutal. Usually Spirit Airlines has a lot of straight through flights. What is Spirit Airlines?
It's kind of like WestJet.
Oh, we do not have
Yeah.
that. I looked into flying to Tennessee from Florida. All flights went from Florida to New York, then to Tennessee, which doesn't make any sense. That
Oh,
does not make any
jeez.
sense. That's going backwards.
Jeez. I flew from Shelby says I flew from South Carolina to Cali
Cali
straight through once. Hey, that's pretty
Wow,
good.
that's a pretty good flight.
But South Carolina is not it's well, I guess it's not as big of as a hub as Atlanta or something, but it's still a bit of a hub. So is it difficult to get these cross country flights? Because at least for us, Toronto to Vancouver, you always have straight through flights. You just need
Yeah,
to pay
you
a
pay
lot
more
it.
for them.
Yeah.
That's usually the cheaper flights you stop in Calgary.
Yes, that is true.
The G7X is still good though. Yeah, it's not bad.
No, I would say it's still good.
But
it
also,
has its drawbacks.
Shelby says, but also group trip to visit Tia and Andy. We're
Hey,
in. Come visit us.
If you guys come, we can like move some of this stuff around and we can have
Oh my god, it'll be a party. It'll be a whole party.
Group stream.
Group stream.
Yeah, or you know, we can do non-vlogging stuff and actually, you know, go see things.
We'll go see things. We'll cook food. We can make delicious Greek and Asian food.
Yeah,
I mean, on
true.
separate nights, not Greek Asian fusion.
I'm okay with that. The Spirit is not my favorite, but they're cheap. The way Fanjoy works is that you make your design for merchandise and make it in order to keep a percentage. Okay.
Oh, so it's similar to Teespring.
Yeah, to Teespring. So we haven't looked into stuff like that, but be very, very, very careful with these type of services. And why?
Because some of them, when you upload your design to their website, some of them claim copyright over it. Like it becomes their design. So always read the fine print. That's what freaked us out with Teespring.
Yeah.
We were going to sign up with Teespring, and Andy actually said, actually, let's hold up for a second and look into this. And I think when we initially searched, they said that they do keep the design as their own, but then later on, a few months later, they said that they don't. So I don't know what happened.
I know for a fact that when we read it, that document, the FAQ, said that they will keep the design as their own.
But it doesn't say it anymore.
But when we reached out to customer service, they can't give us really a straight answer. So it still freaks us out a little bit.
No, but even that page that we found, I can't find it anymore. So I don't know. Anyway, the point is just read the fine print with those. Yep. Yo, legit, let me know when you go. I'm down.
Wait, go where? Come here or what?
Are we going somewhere else?
Yeah, are we going somewhere? Wait, hang on.
Or you can come here.
We're having a hard time deciding where to go. Hey, maybe we should go visit Shelby in South Carolina.
We could.
Mm-hmm. There's lots.
So basically, just do a North America year.
Yeah, we're having a hard time deciding trips because we're kind of behind because Andy had no money coming in.
Yeah, Andy wouldn't let us book anything.
Yeah.
Such a downer. I'm just kidding.
I can't even talk to you.
Speaking of which.
Oh yeah, I got a job, guys.
Yay!
I'm going back to work tomorrow.
He starts his job tomorrow.
Oh man, there's so many new things. YouTube studio, new job. That's it. Oh, sorry, stickers. That's it.
I will visit and cook Jamaican food along with the Asian and Greek food. I love dim sum. Oh my god, I'm so in.
Wait, who said that?
JCS Vlogs.
Hey, like I said,
anytime.
We'll do a live stream of you cooking food.
Wait, so where are you guys going? End of May or whenever you said you were going? Oh, so end of May is when we're looking to book our next trip. So we do have one trip booked. We're going to Vancouver because Andy's family is from there. So we're actually going to visit his family and also do some vlogging and whatnot.
Yep.
And then we were thinking maybe end of May for whatever we book next, but nothing's solidified yet.
Yeah. And thanks, Mel. Oh, wait, what's the update? The update is that I start tomorrow. I decided to do the other end of the spectrum and go to a startup. So I start tomorrow. I have to wake up before 9 and put pants on.
Not that you weren't wearing pants. She just means real pants like jeans and not sweatpants.
You never know.
Shelby says, yeah, come here. Don't come in the dead of summer, though. It's hot. But we like the heat. We are people who like the heat.
Yes, but I don't know about humidity, though. I'm a little... She claims that she's going to be finding humidity.
Hey, as long as it's not minus 40.
Okay, yeah. That is better than worse than humidity. Yes. JCS Vlogs has family in Vancouver as well.
You have family everywhere in Canada. That's crazy. Do you go to Vancouver often too then? Man, if we could move to Vancouver, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we almost did.
There's no jobs out there though.
Yeah,
Wear pants. Nibble says wear pants.
I know. Kind of a pro tip, right? Go to job, wear pants.
No, humidity sucks.
See?
Like
Thank
90.
you.
Do you know what? Because Mel is in Florida, so it's hot. But I don't know. I don't mind it. I
See,
don't mind it.
so this is what I told her. I told her, okay, we go to places with high humidity, and she doesn't mind it because we're on vacation. But the moment you start having to live there, run errands, and deal with this on a day-to-day basis, it gets old real quick. Who agrees with me?
Shelby says 90 Fahrenheit and sweaty. But 90 Fahrenheit is only 32 Celsius.
Yes, but it's humid though. The humidex like adds a lot. It's kind of like us in wind chill.
Ah,
See?
Wind
It adds
chill
a
is
lot.
cold though. Humidity not good. Everybody's hating on the humidity.
See?
I don't
Nicole
know.
agrees with me.
I don't know. I might like it. I might still like it. I like the warm.
Shelby, step out of the door in instant sweat. Think about it.
My hair.
Every single day, it does not matter what you do, your hair will always look like Monica's.
Ah, that's great. That's half my life here anyway.
But like actually,
I agree. The humidity is what really F's you up.
exactly. The heat is never the problem. The heat, wear a hat, stay in the shade, don't wear anything too baggy, you're fine. Humidity messes you up right away. See, she doesn't believe us.
I don't.
Ha!
I don't
Shelby,
get it.
see? Yes, your hair.
The hair would definitely, I know, because when we go to Cyprus, my hair is like,
Yeah. Like I grew up, I moved to Canada when I was 9 or 10. And so like almost 10 years of my life was in humidity. It was awful. Humid, awful.
okay, well, I've lived in Canada all my life, and it is freaking cold here in the winter. Oh, man.
Oh.
I agree. Humidity sucks, and you're dripping in the shade, and hair goes nuts. One time at college, freshly printed my assignment on a crisp piece of paper. The instant I walked outside, the paper got soggy. What?
Guys,
Okay, that's pretty humid. I
Yeah.
will say that's pretty humid.
like I'm so glad you guys are like supporting me on this one. Come on, man.
But Mel says cold is no bueno either. And
No-
I agree. Cold sucks.
Yes, cold is no bueno. Sure, I do agree with that.
Do you know the cold is actually not that terrible? The worst part about it is when you combine cold with real life. Like when you wake up at 7 in the morning and you're trying to get to work,
But
and then you have to scrape an inch thick of ice off the car. That's the worst.
so okay, let me put it this way. Exactly the same thing. The heat is not the problem.
I
It's
get
the
it, I get
humidity.
it, I get it.
When you get to work, you have to undress and shower.
You know, I think I'm still okay with it. I'm just okay with it. Cold and humidity, not good.
Oh,
That's the
Jesus.
worst.
Okay, that was a good chat, guys.
That was a good chat. I enjoyed that.
Good chat, guys. So what are we saying? That Shelby, JCS, and Mel and Nabul are all coming over at some point in 2020?
I think that's what we agreed on, right, guys?
I don't.
Party!
It sounds like it. Everybody has kind of said that.
No, but at some point we're going to visit Shelby,
Sure.
but not in the humidity time.
No. We're gonna come during the humidity, so that she can experience it, and then I'll send her out on errands with you.
Shelby says, go to like Tennessee. I feel like that's a good mix. Maybe we should all meet in Tennessee. No?
Ooh, if I had to go somewhere kind of like, where would Tennessee? What's in Tennessee? Someone tell me what's in Tennessee.
Yes, we are. Yes, exactly. At the same time.
Yeah, I'd rather you guys come at the same time.
It would seriously be a party. We would party it.
Except you have to come like during a long weekend or something.
Are you Googling Tennessee right now?
No. I want to know where this is.
Come in like the beginning of June. June's not bad.
South Dakota.
That's
How about
not
somewhere there?
Tennessee.
Would you guys be down to go to South Dakota? I've always wanted to visit Badlands National Park.
Mel says Elvis stuff for Tennessee.
Oh, for Tennessee. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Dollywood.
Oh,
Gatlinburg.
Dollywood.
I will spend a night and hang out. Can I get to you by train from Union Station? Yes, you can take the Via Rail or the GO
Wait,
train.
what are you talking about?
JCS vlogs if he's coming to visit from Toronto.
You take the GO train.
The GO train.
Yeah. Like
We can
Like,
if
are
we're
you
actually
gonna-
gonna do a meetup here, we can figure it out. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
are
give
you
you all the
gonna-
information.
are you gonna spend a night? Yeah, you're gonna spend a night. Yeah, GO train. There's you can come in the morning. There's one at 7:30, I think, and then there's one in the afternoon at like 4:30.
And if that doesn't work, we could always just meet up in Toronto and hang out for the day.
Yeah.
There's lots to do in Toronto too.
Shelby's going to Gatlinburg in like 3 weeks. Okay, well, we can't.
What is Gatlinburg?
Um,
Gatlinburg.
it's
I feel like I'm.
a city.
Oh.
But it's like where the Smoky Mountains are.
Oh. See. Oh, the
Yeah.
Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Man, the States has so many nice national parks.
Yeah, we're jealous.
We are jealous.
Over here, not our provincial parks.
All of the national parks we have are in Vancouver, like in BC.
Yeah,
We have 0 national parks in Ontario.
I think we have one.
We have provincial only. Oh no, we
No.
have Bruce Peninsula. You're
Yeah,
right. We have one
definitely-
national
we have
park.
one.
We have one.
I've never been to Canada, so I'm down for sure. Yeah.
Come. And you know, we always talk about winter being really crappy, but if you've never been in like a real Canadian winter, it can be pretty fun. There's lots to do, especially like up in Ottawa, Montreal. There's like they build ice
Oh,
hotels.
yeah, yeah.
There's like tubing and snowboarding and skiing, and you
Mhm.
can do. We're doing in April. We're doing a weekend getaway at a cabin in the woods, which is going to be really cute.
Yeah, you guys know like those like horror slasher films where two people go
Like
and
the cabin in the
yeah.
woods.
try to go have a enjoyable weekend, and then they stay in this cute little cabin, and then all of a sudden someone's calling from inside the house. Yeah, one of those.
Maybe somebody will call us from inside the house.
We can. There's no cell reception. We specifically booked this place to disconnect, and yeah, we'll have no reception, no internet for a weekend.
It'll be nice.
Now that I'm saying it, I don't know. Internet. Remember when the internet went down for like a day and a half? And then
That's because we had things to do.
and then she came home and was like, "There's no internet. We gotta go to my parents' house."
No, we went to Starbucks.
Oh, we went to
We ha-
Starbucks.
Okay, in my defense, it's because it was an upload day. You can all understand that. It was an upload day. The video wasn't going up with no internet. We had to have internet. But I mean, we won't have that problem when we're away. My family lives in downtown, so chilling in the city works too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll
perfect,
figure it
yeah.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Cabin in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a Pennsylvanian winter my whole life, and I do not miss it.
Pencil.
Is
Oh,
that cold?
yeah. It's around the same.
Oh, it's like here.
Yeah, it's around the same.
It's very cold.
Shelby, Andy, don't say that. I'm staying in a cabin in Tennessee. Lol. Yeah. Well,
Cabin in the woods. Somebody's gonna call. What is it from? Is it a scary movie? 7 Days.
yeah, scary movie, Scream.
Scream. Yeah, they all
I don't know.
blend
It's one of
together now.
those. Yeah, it's one of those like Anna Harris movies. It's good stuff. Oh my god.
The one thing that I do keep in mind from scary movies always is when you're driving on like the highway or a street and there's like a truck in front that has metal poles or
That's
logs.
the wrong movie.
No,
That's Final Destination.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, out of all the
Oh,
scary
I
movies,
see.
that's the one thing that sticks with me. I'm always like, nope, not today.
Not today, Satan.
Satan.
I made a sticker for that too with a with one of those trident things in the back. I don't have it on here.
The Ring. That's what it was from. The Ring.
Oh,
Wow,
but-
we both got that wrong.
No, they say that too in Scary Movie, but
They do.
I thought you were talking
was
about
parody.
the parody.
Yeah.
Because wait, I don't know, whatever, one of those.
I have been to Toronto in the dead of winter. It was an experience. We got hit. So our area luckily just got missed, but last weekend there was a massive ice storm that came over like Montreal, Ottawa, came down to Toronto, and then it stopped right before it hit us. But there was literally videos on the news of an entire school bus. So if the street is like this way, the bus is supposed to be going like this. Instead, the bus was sideways, and it was literally just sliding down the street because the road was a sheath of ice. And then there's people behind just on skates, skating on the street. The most Canadian thing you could ever see.
Shelby says, "I want a not today Satan sticker."
Okay.
Noted.
We should do one of the draws right now. Or are we saving it to the end?
Yeah, we'll just save it to the end.
Okay, we'll save it to the end.
Yeah, because we have to end soon, anyways.
No.
We
sad
do.
face. Because we have to go to work tomorrow.
Yes, because we have to go to work
Because
tomorrow.
you have to go to work tomorrow.
So do you.
Me too, Tia. I wanted not to Satan sticker. Oh man. I have to be careful not to say that at work. Not today, Satan. Oh, I saw that video. Didn't know it was Canada. Yep, definitely Canada. That's what happened.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. So Canadian winter. Let me tell my Canadian winter story.
Okay.
So I grew up in Vancouver, and you wouldn't really call that Canadian winter. It's more like Seattle.
It's mild.
It's very mild. Where once it gets down to like 15 degrees without wind chill, we're like, oh my god, this is awful. Like, and it happens like once for like one day every year, or like every 2 years. I came here, and I got here at the end of August, so it was hot, hot, hot. Didn't think about winterizing, and bam, got hit with my first like Toronto, Ontario winter. I did not know what freezing rain is. So I rented a house and I had to park outside. Literally, I took a ruler and measured it. 1 inch of ice. Like my car was encased in it, and I was just like, how am I gonna get into this thing now? I tried chiseling it off. Had to go buy an ice scraper, walk like 2 blocks to get it in the dead of winter. It was awful.
There's honestly nothing worse than freezing rain. Like, it would be better to get 50 centimeters of snow than to have freezing rain. Freezing rain just destroys everything. It's like, it's impossible to get off the car. The streets are slick. Usually our phone wires, like telephone poles, wires, trees go down because the ice sitting on top of them is so heavy. It's just brutal.
Yeah. Scott Dawson Travels, welcome to the stream.
I'm from Vancouver. Winter equals rain. We were just talking about that because
Yeah.
Andy's originally from Vancouver.
Yeah, exactly.
So jealous.
It's so nice. In the winter, your car is more clean than it is in the summer.
That's not fair.
It's constantly raining.
I wish we lived there.
Exportation. Freezing rain is no good. Exactly. It's seriously awful. Even now, and I know about freezing rain, it's still the one thing in the winter that I hate the most. Although I have to say, it is really, really fun trying to take a giant piece of ice off all in one piece.
Oh, it's so satisfying
Yeah.
when you get it and you're like, shoop.
It's really fun. So what I usually do is I leave the hood of the car covered in ice. I start the engine and then I let it warm up. After about half an hour, I take the whole entire piece off, and it's just like the whole entire car, and then you just
It's like a mold.
yeah, it's like a mold. It's really satisfying. It's really fun.
Oh man.
Rain. Thank God we didn't get that this year, though. Honestly, like this year has been knocking on
Mild.
wood, extremely mild. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, it's been very mild.
Yeah.
I mean, we were still wearing running shoes outside yesterday because there was like no snow and it was dry.
I wore it today. Did you wear boots?
I wore boots. It's wet today.
Yeah. I wore running shoes.
That's crazy for this time of year. It's actually crazy.
Well, no, because we got these new running shoes, the Vessies.
The Vessies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scott, you should know about that. Vessies. They're out of Richmond. Fantastic shoes. Plug.
JCS Vlogs, does the ice scratch the paint? It doesn't, surprisingly.
No, and actually, it's actually cool because the water actually takes all the dirt off. So afterwards, your car is again shiny clean, but it's getting it off. That's
You do have to
really
be
awful.
careful. I mean, this has never happened, but they always tell you, or people always told me at least, when you're scraping with an ice
Oh.
scraper, like be careful not to hit downwards because you might actually like crack the windshield. But that has yet to happen in all of my years of scraping cars.
Great. Of course, she has to go say it.
I'm knocking on wood. That would suck.
Tomorrow.
I go to clean off the car tomorrow, break it. No, global warming. I know it's bad. We shouldn't say that we're excited, but it is nice that it's warm.
Well, it doesn't have to be global warming, but like historically, Canada sometimes just gets like one warm winter.
We do. Sometimes we
Yeah.
have
Last
really
year,
brutal winters.
last
too.
year the winter was awful. You guys just seen last year. It was it kept going above zero, below zero, above zero, below zero. Even though it wasn't raining, everything was just ice. It was really bad.
Constantly.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Nibble, I don't know what you're talking about.
This
Must be nice.
I know this guy living in non-negative temperature areas.
Must be nice.
Oh man.
All right. Do we have any other tips? I feel like there's so many we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other tips for new YouTubers?
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, 1 second. Shelby has to go. We will actually. Can you shoot us an email? Do we have your email just in case you win?
Well, we
The
can
sticker?
contact each other on Twitter or Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a way to get in touch with you.
Yep. Thanks for joining, Shelby.
Thanks for joining.
Other tips. Other tips.
Okay. Other tips.
I don't know. Keep having fun.
Oh, TubeBuddy. So JCS Vlog says, "What about TubeBuddy?"
that's a good one.
TubeBuddy is pretty good, but honestly, I've actually had quite a bit of trouble with it. It kept logging me out. I wonder it's because Tia always has hers logged in, and I don't. I wonder if
But
they kick me
TubeBuddy is
out.
still a good tip. Like
No,
we
absolutely,
use
absolutely.
TubeBuddy.
Absolutely.
We
What-
also use our own app,
we do use our own app.
Next Rank.
Yeah. Are you guys all in the know about Next Rank? We sent out a.
Oh, we didn't wrap up
something.
the beta. We have to wrap up the beta.
Yeah, we sent out a something.
Yeah, guys, if you're looking for another program that's similar to TubeBuddy, but it's just a nice little Chrome extension, Andy created Next Rank, which basically, well, why don't you explain it? Because you built it.
All right. So the whole idea is that you I haven't found anything that really targets videos to be suggested, and through research, I found that one of the factors that you can control is to have similar phrases, keywords, not tags, just words that are together from your top searches. So I created an app that will give you all the keywords, all the top keywords ranked by in order that you should include, you should have in your title and in description, and to use in your tags. So if you like to get in on the beta of that guy, shoot us an email. I will add you onto the testers list, and Tia will send out some instructions on how to download it. It's
And for those of you who were on round one of the betas, we did we are extending it just because it went over the holidays. So you'll be getting an email from us about that too.
JCS. If you want to try Next Rank, just let us know whenever you're free, and we can throw you onto
Yeah,
the beta.
that's fine.
Uh,
Mel's got to go. Okay, thanks for coming, Mel.
Bye. We know how to get in contact with you. So if you win,
And Exploration, I need to send you an update on that. No worries.
yes, please.
We fell behind on it too, so
yeah.
it was a bad idea to do it over the holidays, I think.
Well, we thought it would be nice because we wanted to take some time off, and we know that other people might take some time off, and they might be thinking about creating content, such as Vlogsmas.
Vlogmas. Yeah.
So we thought it might be a good time, but I think a lot of people prefer family time, which is kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, we'll be extending the first beta.
JCS Vlogs, can you send me the invite for the app? Please, can you please
We need the email.
Yeah, can you please email Tia or the Tia vacation days? So for
I think I have his email on the list. I'm just making some notes here, guys. Nabul said he'll be a beta tester.
Yeah, so if you guys really want it, we're accepting everybody. So just shoot us an email, and because we really need some personal information from you that I don't want you guys to have.
We
to
just
share
need a
on here.
Gmail.
Yeah, we need a Gmail account. So if you want it, send us an email. We'll send you some instructions on how to download it. It is right off the Chrome store, so it's nothing weird and sketchy.
It's not like a sketchy link
Yeah.
or anything.
No, it's a link that links straight to the Chrome store, but I do need your email to whitelist it for you since it is still in beta. Cool. The holidays were so busy. Yeah, it was like that
Same
for us
here,
too. We
same
were
here.
away, we came back, and then we started putting this thing together. And then we decided to be a lot more on top of things this year, so we started doing a bunch of planning. And this was part of the plan. This YouTube studio was part of the plan, and the stickers. So
It is
Just-
legit.
yeah.
Exploration says the link is legit. Thank you for vouching for us.
thank you for the vouch.
All right, I think we should do our first draw.
Should we do a first
We
draw?
should probably wrap up soon because we got to make some dinner.
Okay. How many people are in a draw right now?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4?
We only have 4 people in the draw.
Anybody else?
Does anybody else want to be in the draw for the stickers? Are you going to make an iOS version? You're-
Okay. So I'm just gonna answer you. So I thought about it, but I have no experience in that ecosystem. It will be a much bigger undertaking than what I have out. Although it's not really iOS. As long as you use Chrome, you can use it. So unfortunately, right now, I'm going to say unless the app becomes bigger, then I will look into building it. But the undertaking, I would basically be doubling my work, and I have zero experience in that kind of ecosystem, so it'd be very difficult.
Plus, you can use Chrome on Apple products.
Exactly.
So you can download
Yeah.
from there.
So it's straight off of a browser. It's actually one of the reasons why I went with the browser, and I went with Chrome because I use Chrome, and I forget the stats, but it's the biggest browser right now.
All right. So the draw. We only have 4 people. 4, 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 people or 5 people in here. So I think as our giveaway, instead of doing a draw, everybody whose name is in here, you are all going to get a sticker pack.
Which will include these 2 guys and the
Wanderlust.
You can look at the back of Tia's head and whatever other ones that we will throw in. Those are the guaranteed ones.
Yes. If you do have a specific request, we will try and fulfill it.
And Shelby wanted a dinosaur.
I thought she wanted the Not Today Satan. I thought Mel wanted the dinosaur. Anyway, if you have a specific request, you just reach out to us, Instagram, Twitter, doesn't matter, either or, shoot us an email and we can try and make it happen. But congratulations to everybody who won a sticker pack. You guys are the first users of our stickers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before even us. I mean, we did our testing.
Well, no, kind of. We have this. I like this one. Guys, come on. Here, bring your face forward. You're telling me it doesn't look like her? Come on. Come on.
Keep a straight face. Oh man. I am impressed. Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah, come on. You just need to frown a little bit. It's exactly.
That's so hard. Nabul says it looks like me.
See? Thank you. Oh.
All right.
That's so good.
Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, what else do we got? No, nothing else,
it.
right? All right, so quick wrap up. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I know you guys all are already, but I really needed to just put that in. Just in case people watch the stream afterwards.
True.
And honestly, guys, if you are ever in the area, shoot us a note, and if you give us some sort of heads up.
For real, we love hosting. We love showing people around. We love cooking for people. So, this is literally an open invitation. We consider all you guys who join our streams frequently like really good friends, and we'd love to host.
Yeah.
So,
do that. Come record in our YouTube studio, which is, I like it. So, if you don't, then don't. If you need stickers, I swear to God, I know we can't give you a number on the stream, and I know it probably discouraged people, but
even if you just want to quote, you don't have to buy.
If you have a design in mind and you just want to know how much it is, we will not take offense if you don't get it from us. Let us know if it's something that you would be interested in. For all of you who are entered into the draw, who will be receiving it, I really think that you will like these. I tried creasing them. It's almost impossible. So that's that. What else we got?
That's it.
Oh, next rank. TA vacation days. I will put in here again. @gmail.com is the email to shout at us too. That was weird.
Yeah, JCS, I'll message you on Instagram. Just don't post that information in the chat. I'll just message you directly on Instagram for that.
Yeah, because we do need a Gmail account specifically. It is a requirement. So if you don't have one, please create one.
I'm talking about his comment for the stickers.
Oh no, I know. But,
Okay.
and yeah, so let us know. Keep. That's it. I have nothing else to say.
Oh my gosh.
Keep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining our YouTube anniversary / YouTube studio stream and our very first stream of
Wait,
2020.
What did Nabul say?
YouTube studio launch anniversary. We love hanging out with you guys. We love sharing ideas and tips and hacks and hearing about everybody's experiences. And we hope that 2020 is just as amazing as 2019 for everyone.
No, more amazing.
More amazing. And we hope to get to connect with you guys even more this year. So
And JCS will get on his butt and actually get his act together.
What?
What, I'm being encouraging. That's what he said.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.